Hi, my name is Ines Lopez, and in this video, I want to talk about some things that I've learned around the topic being on service, being of service. I started meeting people that were therapists or they were medicine people, and they were talking a lot about being of service. That simple statement, when they made it, their lives really changed, and people started showing up, people that they could help, and things were flowing easily, right? But then I realized that sometimes some of them they also were so much in service that they were not serving themselves. They had sometimes, maybe a low perception of value, or they felt that they had to always say yes because they were of service. They were in that mode, right? That was not necessarily aligned to me because through my own journey, I had worked very hard on finding my worth, finding my values, and finding my limits. So I was a little bit conflicted, right? Like, I want to be of service, I want to help others and humanity as a whole. But at the same time, I don't want to do it in a way if it really implies that I have to say yes to everything and that I have to, do everything for the other people. And there's no sort of way of having a healthy relationship with that service. Yesterday, I was speaking with someone, and they were telling me that when they are being trained in their indigenous community, they one of the things that one of the tools that they use is channeling. So higher beings enter into the body of people and start sharing knowledge with them. When he was asking them, what is it that we are meant to be doing in this plane of reality, actually this master, this ascended master, or however you want to call it, this spirit, was telling them being of service. And so I realized that, well, yes, you are meant to be of service. And then I started finding the distinction of when sometimes people want to be in service, but they want to be so much that they get confused between service and worth, right? Like, I started understanding better that there are two separate concepts: being on service and helping others, but also having your healthy boundaries, managing your energy, being able to have time to create and to do the things that you want aside from being of service, right? Because we all have different passions, and being of service is just an aspect of them. So now I was talking to my friend yesterday. I was like, okay, so yeah, the mission obviously should be being of service, being in service. And it's up to us how we want to implement that, right? Because you can be of service even if you are in banking. You can do your job, but with the objective of helping others. And service does not mean submission, which I think is sometimes also getting a little bit confused, especially in the personal growth or spiritual space. I've seen a lot of times when people think, oh, I'm of service because I'm offering therapies. Well, you can be a project manager and being in service if your objective is helping and making the world better, right? And it's interesting because yesterday, I also came across a quote. I think it was by Joy Dispenza. And it was saying something like, when you are in service of a mission, you help humanity, right? And that also sparked something in me because I thought, well, our mission should be being on service. And the method by which we deliver this could be anything. As I was saying, it could be banking, it could be that you have a project management job, it could be that you are taking care of your family and making your family solid so that your family can also be part of the grand design and have that service concept in them. So for me, thinking about the world, humanity, where I hope that we will be going with the Aquarian times and all the rest, I think if we were all able to be more in service and then choose that as our overall mission, but seeing how we can deliver that mission. Okay, so I like painting. okay, I'm being on service through my painting. I'm gonna do things that help people through my painting. As much as I am utilizing my creativity, I'm feeling fulfilled by doing that. So I hope this makes sense. If you have heard the word being of service, and perhaps you heard that from people that were really, really so much in service that in a way you could say, well, I'm not sure you are serving yourself. It is because sometimes there is a confusion between service and self-worth. And so those two can be separated. And as well, the idea of well-being of service is helping and wanting to help others and the collective. And we can do that in many different ways. You don't need to be particularly spiritual or do therapies to do that. And if you do them, that's absolutely awesome as well. So I hope that you've enjoyed it. Feel free to share your comments, your thoughts on this reflection, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.